Hello! Good evening! Yeah, okay, the sound is working. Whew. Scared there for a moment. Hello! How are you tonight? This evening? I don't know how you would say it. Tonight, right? Tonight. I am not sure if I've updated my settings since the last time. You can't watch the whole stream. That's perfectly fine. Aww. What will you be playing? I feel I need to turn up the music a little. Divinity Original Sin 2, I have no clue what that is. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I'm sure we will be having fun. I hope you'll be having fun. also hope we will be having fun. In here. Since last time. What did we do last time? We found a seal and we tried to find its parents. And apparently the parents and everyone else is dead. So not really the nicest thing to happen, but that's alright. Oh my god. According to the guide, we still have like 3 chapters until we finally get to our first boy. So let's... Never mind, 2 chapters, but still. Let's just jump right in. I think this time... Last time we had a perspective change right before we stopped. So this time it's our friend Eel, apparently. Can you hear me fine? I hope you can. Oops. Okay. Seems fine. Okay. We shall see. That was his final message to me.
お待たせしました、ソーアン。私に用があると聞きましたが、何かしらの手伝いでしょうか。
Oh, maybe it's backstory with the grandpa.
お、来たか。ああ、いや何、ちょっとした世間話さ。だがな、その前にいるよ。俺はさっき大事な話があるからすぐに降りてこい。そう言ったはずだよな。
はい。なので可能な限り早くゲームを区切りの良いところまで進めてから来ました。セーブデータの保存もバッチリです。
たく、世間様じゃそういうのはすぐって言わねえんだ。俺、時計見てみろ。俺が声かけてから1時間も経ってるじゃないか。
I feel it. So can you do something for me? Oh yeah, give me a second. 2 hours later. Then you want to do a thing? I sure did.
なるほど。時間概念に関しては今後修正していくとしましょう。
はあ、相変わらずゆるっとしやがって。まあいい。とりあえず座れ。お前に話があるんだ。
I sit as asked. Placed there already was my usual float, my favorite beverage on the menu. Based on my experience, I believe in being invited to drink. Without hesitation, I reached out for it. The familiar relaxing sensation of sweet I've learned of after arriving at Enchanté. I could feel the circuits in my brain recover after exhausting them from my Otome game, or so I felt. Soan continued staring at me as I continued sipping away. I wonder what was so concerning, as this surely wasn't a usual sight for him. I tilted my head, and as if waiting for the response, Soan opens his mouth.
お前はこの店、アンシャンテのことは好きか？
I'm pretty sure he does.
何を当たり前のことを好きに決まっているでしょう。
It felt like my common sense was in question. Soan surely already knew the answer. Above
この
all,
場所とあなたは私に笑顔を与えてくれましたから嫌いになれという方が無理難題かと。
wait, just hold on. Why? The sound isn't doubled, right? Because for some reason there seems to be sound coming from somewhere on my computer. But okay.
そうか。 ミシェルのやつは納得してねえようだが、俺はお前がいいならそれで構わねえ。
Alright, Misha is the oldest and then it's Il. Doesn't sound double. Okay. Then I don't know. I don't know what my Streamlabs is showing me. But if it isn't double, then I'll just ignore it.
だがお前もなんだかんだでここに来て長い。いつまでも与えられる側に甘えてないで、そろそろ与える側に立てるようになれ。笑顔をもらった。そう思うならお前も誰かに笑顔をくれてやれるようにならなきゃな。
Why is the full stop in the front? Yet another question. What could he mean? I do understand the words he speaks. However, I had no idea as to what he was trying to communicate to me.
わかんねえか。けど意味がわかんねえならそれでいい。今はジジイの寝言とでも思ってろ。ただどうか忘れてくれるな。これが俺からお前に教えられる最後のことだからよ。
その言葉の詳細な意図は理解できていませんが、今のあなたの言葉をしっかり記憶しておけばいいのですね。
That would be fairly simple. I was truly perplexed about his intent in asking this question. He said I didn't need to understand. If so, I have no need to think further of it. Satisfied with my decision, I returned to my work, mixing the black of the coffee and the white of the ice cream together. I don't think he meant it. A few days later, after I'd come to understand when he would pass on, he chased me off back to the heavenly world calm. At this time, I can make a guess that what he said was intended to be his last wishes to me. However, why did he ask that of me? What does it mean to give one a smile? To who? And how? And most of all, why? If what he bestowed me was a request at all, it was perhaps too abstract for me to truly understand it. If he would have given me methods to apply, I could have used my own judgment after that. However, if I were to ask such a thing... and the like, he still scolds me even in my daydreams. Oh. Yeah, out of all of them, I think Eel has the least knowledge of like how humans work. Like, he technically understands everything, but emotions and stuff, that's why he takes everything so literally. It was a comfortable day today. The weather was so sunny that it would be too hot to wear layers. The garden was graced by sunlight. Oh, I wish it's storming outside. I turned the nozzle of the watering hose to its quaint shower mode. Yeah! In the corner enjoying the wading pool, I splashed Korodo with arcs of water as he splashed in the water with glee. Does it feel good, Korodo? It's so cute. A smiling face, so long as he's happy. Still, the reason as to why he's here, well, he doesn't understand reason at his age. Yeah, that CG doesn't look very nice. It's been 3 days since we returned from Beastian on a trip to find his parents, knowing that his friends and family met a gruesome fate. It was decided that Why? Is this just going to happen every second text box that it says Kokoro instead of Kororo? What is this? Kororo would come to live here at Enchanté. Sea demons are demon beasts that live in the ocean. He lives just fine on land too. He spends most of his time around me or Kania, and we let him freshen up on occasion by giving him showers like this. I'm really no good. Ever since then, every time I had a moment to myself, I'd recall that sight. I imagine if I would have been there sooner. I ask myself what if so very often. But thinking about it wouldn't change what's happened already, so there's no point in... And yet I still can't help but think, as presumptuous as it may seem, that I could have been able to do something for this pure, innocent little creature. It's almost opening time. Let's get you nice and dry, alright, Korono? Cute. It's so cute. I'm sorry, your whole family is dead. Drenched, I wrapped Korodo in a blanket and went up to my room on the 3rd floor. Excuse me? to a certain someone as I rounded the second floor.
ことね、ちょうどよかった。今あなたを訪ねようとしていたのです。
Did my sneeze attract you? Oh, good morning, Eel. You seem all better now. I'm glad you didn't end up catching a cold. Not used to the cold in Beastia, Eel seemed to have almost succumbed to it. He was back to his usual tranquil self now, as far as I could tell. It didn't seem like he was sick at all.
元より天使は風邪などひきませんよ。あれはどちらかというと環境的な問題です。
The environment. Eel nods in affirmation.
私たち天使は霊力という天界特有のエネルギーによって肉体や体力を維持しています。
Spirit energy. Energy that fills heavenly world calm. Besides being used for magic, it also maintains the bodies of angels.
もちろんそれは人間界や他の世界には存在しないもの。普段は周囲の代用できるエネルギーを探し、この姿や力を保っているのです。
That sounds
多少
interesting
燃
though.
費は悪くなりますが。
So he just goes to maintain himself. Oh, right now I understand. In Beastia there was only sea and ice. There wasn't any other energy you could use in its place, so you were drained, right?
ね、それがなければ私も従前の力を発揮できません。
Oh, that's not good. He must have remembered how cold it was, nodding as he rubbed his arms. Oh, sorry, I got us off track. You had something to ask me?
はい、実はこれについて。
I think technically you could get these colors. I'm not sure which one the blue one is when you buy the blue and red switch, and then yellow you could get. Is there a neon yellow? Not sure. As Eel spoke, he shoved his console toward me so that I could see the screen. On it was an Otome game. A strong, sturdy-looking man was staring this way from across the screen, right into the protagonist. Huh? I haven't seen this character before. Did you start a new game?
はい、昨日届いたばかりの新作です。
Oh. Oh, so he's one of the people that play a game immediately on release.
それでなのですが、今映っている選択肢の中でどれを選べばよいと思いますか？
Meanwhile, I usually wait for them to go on sale or for people to have written guides for the games because I just like figuring it out on my own. Huh? You know, I couldn't decide. You're much better at this sort of... As I was speaking, I looked close at the screen. Whoa, there are 30 choices? I guess that would make anyone indecisive. 30? I'm not entirely sure what's happening in this game, but will there be a separate response for each of these? If so, this game's gonna be a handful.
難解でしょう。ただでさえ人は千差万別だというのに、その心を読み解くなど。
I don't think we've even had 30 choices in this game so far, and we're in chapter 7.
こうなれば、秘技総当たりで正解の選択肢を探し進めるしかないのでしょうか。
Secret technique. A technique that Eel named for playing Otome games. It means checking each and every choice to find the correct ones to raise character affection levels. Repeating saves and loads over and over is a bit troublesome. Yeah, I know that. I think that's possible, but if you're here, you might as well try to guess the right answer. Eel and I cross our arms deep in thought. We also check the backlog to the story. We work together to choose an answer. So, it's been about a month since Eel and I have started talking about games in this way. I play a few myself, but I'm nowhere near the type of dedicated player he is. So she does! I knew it! I've only known of these games that Eel enjoys through him and haven't had any experience with them, but... Seriously? Is that true? So the original story for the live action drama was this Otome game?
そうです。しかも原作はマルチエンディングなので、ドラマ版とは違う結末が待っているのです。例えば、とあるルートでは死ぬはずの、ネタバレを語るわけにはいきません。あとはぜひ、あなたがプレイする気になったらのお楽しみということで。
It's like The same response you get when people go, what? This anime is based on a light novel? I love it. And so it all happened after that response to a certain Otome game Ian was gushing about. Upon his request, we would sometimes play together and talk about our thoughts on his games. Nice. It seemed he wanted someone to have discourse with and didn't do all the talking himself or push his thoughts onto me. It was nice that there were things I liked in his stories too, so it wasn't ever a pain to have these discussions with him. In fact, once I'm able to handle managing Enchanté a bit better, I probably try playing some more Otome games. That's how much Eel had influenced me.
私はこの欠点を指摘するという選択肢が正解かと思うのですが。
I can see how that makes sense, but maybe hold his hand and see where the answer for this situation. He's worried about looking tough, right? I think it may be better to let him know directly that you're not afraid of him.
なるほど。言葉ではなく行動で好意を提示するという手段ですか。その対応方法は実に参考になります。
I'm just glad if it helps. Let me know what happens if you get to the good ending.
はい、それはもちろん。
Oh?
ことね、今日のあなたはなんだか。
A bit.
いえ、なんでも。相談に乗っていただきありがとうございます。ではまた後ほど1階で。
Alright. I wonder what that was about. I love it. It's so cute. For a moment there, he looked puzzled as he stared at my face. Well, for now, we just have to focus on getting you all nice and dry, Kororo. Oh my god. I wonder if they make plushies. Oh god. As I was carefully drying Kororo's body with the hairdryer, Kororo began to snore softly, falling asleep after tiring himself out from playing. Aww. If I knew how to sew, I'd try making one myself. Oh, that would be a nice idea. Maybe I'll try. Smiling as I watched him, I started to head down to Café. Careful not to wake him. It seemed like all the regulars had gathered aside from Mr. Rindo. However, this time we seemed to have an extra guest in the mix.
いやー、
Oh my
兄貴が
god.
人間界に出入りしてることは知ってたっすけど。
I guess he still looks exactly the same as before.
まさかこんな場所に通ってたなんて。他の魔獣にも襲われないし、快適っすね。
そうかよ。んじゃあ今すぐてめえにとってトラウマの場所にしてやろうか。
なんでいきなり俺の顔面掴むんすか。
うるせえ、このストーカー野郎が。
ストーカーなんすかそれ。褒め言葉的な。あ、こめかみから不穏な音が。待って兄貴、砕ける砕ける。俺の顔面が冗談抜きで砕けるんす。
No violence in my cafe, please. So what's happening here?
見ての通り、イグニスの自称射程君がアンシャンテに来店しちゃってさ。
我らの後を尾行し、アンシャンテのゲートへたどり着くとは。こいつ、逃げ足と気配の消し方だけは超一流だからな。くそ、俺としたことが油断してたぜ。
まあ、伊達に兄貴の射程は名乗ってないっすからね。
I think it's nice that he himself, calls him the right hand because no one else does. Dromi, who just managed to not have his face crushed, turned his attention toward me.
琴音さんでしたっけ。喫茶店ってのはよくわかんないっすけど、要は物々交換をすりゃ俺もここに出入りしていいんすよね。
If you buy a coffee. Oh, sure, if you come as a customer, you're more than welcome to visit us.
お、やった。
Dromi aggressively poses for the group. All of the members met his pose with annoyance, save one who had a smile.
なるほど。 つまり新たな常連がこのアンシャンテンに加わるということですね。では私が先達としてここでのマナーを享受して差し上げます。よろしくお願いしますね、ドローミス。
Wait. My
う
brother.
っすって名前違うっすよ。俺の名前と口癖くっついちゃってるじゃないっすか。ドローミっすよ、俺の名前は。
ドローミス言いますよね。
ああ、もどかしい。兄貴の方から説明してやってほしいっす。
嫌なこった。第一よろしくもさせねえよ。てめえにはベスティアでの仕事がある。
え
For an instant, Ingus looks toward me and furrows his brows a bit.
てめえはベスティアに戻ってアルムムたちの動きを探ってこい。それと
And?
てめえら俺の動向を掴んでやがったな。ドローミを襲ったのもそのせいか。
Oh, right. If they know where we are, that would be unfortunate if they try to... Oh, if they figure out that they can use the door.
単純バカの牛肉風情にしちゃ頭を使うじゃねえか。その情報どっから流れた？
Imagine a bunch of Minotaurs just storming into the human world. That would be not good.
俺の情報が流れてんのが気に食わねえ。どこの雑魚だか知らねえが出所を掴んで持ってこい。
兄貴のお役には立ちたいっすけど、俺もちょっとはここでのんびりしたいっす。
His outfit is such a mess.
その情報さえ真面目に探すならいくらでも出入りを許してやる。その代わり
サボるようなら
てめえの腕と足を曲がっちゃいけねえ方向に曲げる。
了解したっす。
With an exaggerated salute, a panicked Dromi runs toward the room with the gate. Dromi's really quite a lively person, huh?
ポジティブだな、てめえも。ありゃどう考えてもうるせえやつだろうが。
Right as Ignis sighs, Enchanté's front door opened.
いや、琴音ちゃん。ちょっと遅いけど朝食を取りに来たよ。
Yo! Welcome, Mr. Rindo. Sure, what would you like?
そうだな。それじゃあ、サラダとトーストのモーニングセットにホットケーキ。それからセットとは別口でベーグルサンドをお願いしようかな。
Can we even make all that? That's a lot of food, Mr. Rindo. Are you sure you can eat it all?
実は昨日夕飯を抜いちゃってね。お腹空いてるからこれぐらいは余裕でいいよ。カボ。
That's not good.
なあ、ことね、こっちもいい？日替わりコーヒーにアメリカン、エスプレッソとカフェモカを一杯ずつ。
What? Espresso, a type of coffee extracted from dark roasted beans using high pressure. Its characteristic is that it's far richer than normal coffee and a special small cup is used for it. Coffee mocha, coffee made by mixing espresso with chocolate, syrup and milk. As it's sweeter than most other forms, this coffee is often seen as sweets.
辛口カレーとナポリタン、ハヤシライスにエビフライセット、あと分厚いステーキが食いて。
Stop!
我はシーザーサラダと果実のスムージーをお願いしたい。ゆで卵もつけてもらえるだろうか。
Are all of you that hungry? What? Wait a minute, I can write these all down fast enough.
みんなそんなに空腹なのですか？ではことね、追加で恐縮ですが、私もパンケーキをお願いできますか？
Yay. Sure. Double checking the orders, I run my pen across my notes. Okay, I'll get started on these. It's a lot, it might take some time.
ありがとう。ゆっくり待たせてもらうから大丈夫だよ。
You better be waiting. I'm happy about the sales, but I'm so busy right as the morning's barely starting. I hustle back to the kitchen to start prepping everything.
言ったか？
Yeah, right. You just wanted me out. That's why you ordered so much, so you can have a little talk.
問題ないだろう。あの量の注文ならしばらくは料理に集中して。
さてと、 それで陣外諸君、例のベスティアでの一件、コロロの仲間たちが狩られたであろう現場を見てしまった彼女だったけど、君たちから見て今の彼女の様子は？
悪い意味で変化なし。表面上はいつも通りだね。俺たちに心配させたくないっていうか、自分自身で落ち込むことを良しとしてない感じかな。
おそらく彼女としては自分が望んでついていったゆえの結果だから、そう自分を律しているように見える。
そっか、真面目な彼女らしいね。
イグニス、お前が気に病む必要はない。反対を押し切り彼女を連れて行くと決めたのは。
別に気に病んでなんかねえよ。ただなんつうか、あいつが妙におとなしくて調子が狂うっつうか。
それを気に病んでるって言うんじゃない？とりあえず時間が経てば言えることかもしれないけど、俺たちからもできるフォローを。
質問をよろしいでしょうか。先ほどから何の話をしているのです？
は？
いや、何の何も。
先日のベスティアでの件、それを目撃したことに落ち込んでいる彼女について話しているのだが。
Yeah, he definitely doesn't understand emotions. Like, not even necessarily human emotions, just emotions in
落ち込ん
general.
でいる？なぜ？
パークスの群れが殺されちまったからに決まってんだろうが。
確かにあの件は悲劇には変わりないでしょう。しかしそれはパークスにとってでしょう。彼女には何も関係ないじゃないですか。関連性が理解できません。
コロロがいるであろう。その親が死んだかもしれぬのだ。彼女が嘆くのは当然ではないか。
なぜです？彼女とコロロの親に何のつながりが？皆何をそのように懸念しているのです？それに琴音は今朝も笑顔を見せていました。落ち込んでいるというのは
Yeah, depression is certainly in the mind.
そりゃ強がってるだけだろ。なんでわからねえんだよ。
強がる？
いる。例えばだけどさ、今朝の彼女のその笑顔とかに何か違和感を覚えたことは？
Every time Eel is in the middle, I keep thinking that, like, part of the chandelier that's right above his head is like if he were a bug with little feelers on top of his head. Just one, but I keep thinking that's one,
違和感ですか？
even though I know it isn't.
なるほど。言葉ではなく行動で行為を提示するという手段ですか。はい、それはもちろん。琴音、今日のあなたはなんだか。いえ、なんでも。相談に乗っていただき
I guess
ありがとうご
to
ざ
some
います。
extent he does notice
ではまた
differences in
後ほど
people, but
一回で。
he doesn't understand it.
何か思い当たることがあるのだ。
そういえば、私と話しているとき、琴音の声を弱々しく感じました。もしや、彼が落ち込んでいる状態。
I understand that they're trying to be serious, but
正解にたどり着くまでが長えよ。
これこそいるって感じもするけどね。
なるほど。理論構築、概念補強
What the
完了しました。つ
what?
まり、皆彼女を励ましたい。そのような解釈で良いでしょうか。
まあそうだね。
Okay.
できれば彼女に悟られないように自然にっていうのが理想だけど。
であれば、それは簡単なことです。
なんと何か妙案があるのか。
あ？ 箱入りてめえ、適当ふかしてんじゃねえだろうな。
いいえ、任せてください。該当事項を一度に解決する素晴らしき方法があります。
Is it games?
それは琴音をデート
Oh my god!
よーしミシェル、翻訳お願い。
いやーごめん、これはむしろ俺も翻訳してほしい。
ああ、そのいるデートとはつまり合いびきのことか。
そうです。男女が二人きりで甘くとろける時を過ごすあのデートです。
それのどこが解決策なんだっつうの。
必要なのは彼女からその懸念となる記憶、その印象を少しでも和らげること。凄惨な光景を見たのであれば、それを上書きもしくは中和するだけの穏やかな時間、記憶を提供すればよいのです。
I think the idea is
それ
pretty
に
good.
今回の出来事は異世界関連、つまりアンシャンテからひとときでも物理的に距離を取ることも大切かと。何も全てを彼女に忘れさせろと横暴なことを言っているのではありません。軽減するための一手段です。
確かに聞いてみれば悪いよ。
They're so surprised it's actually a good plan.
むちゃくちゃなこと言ってるような気がするけど、不思議と正しい気がしてくるね。
さすがは天の使い。理論立てたそれっぽい説得が上手だね。
仮にそうだとしてもよ、別にデートっつうか二人きりである必要なくねえか。
Are you jealous?
楽しませるってだけなら、あいつの性格上カリアとかも含めて全員で。
いいえ、イグニス。男女で二人きり、そのシチュエーションこそが大切なのです。普段とは異なる優しさやふと垣間見える意外性にときめき癒される。デートイベントとはそういった各種をこなし、自然と笑顔になっていくものなのですから。
おい、こいつ確実にゲームと現実を混ぜてるぞ。
You are in a game. So...
けど琴音ちゃんに気分転換が必要なのは事実だしね。
かな。物理的に少し距離を取るっていうのは俺も賛成。ありなんじゃないかな。
我にできることがあるのか少々不安が残るが、精神誠意を尽くすとしよう。
たけどまあベスティアが原因っちゃ原因だしな。それであいつの空気が変わるってんだな。やってやるよ。
では皆賛成ということで決まりですね。今後おのおのでタイミングを見計らい、彼女をデートに
Oh,
誘ってください。
everyone asks her out on a
も
date.
し自信がない場合はアンシャンテの中で
Oh my
最高のプレイヤーであ
god.
る。
Okay.
つまり女性の心を誰よりも理解している私が共に最高のデートプランを検討いたしましょう。
I cannot wait to get to his route. I wonder if he's that extreme in his own route as well.
その女心指摘されるまで全然察してなかったのはどこのドイツ。
Because all of this is still the main route, so this happens in every instance. I guess that's why it's so long, because you get the chance to see each and every one of them and get a glimpse into their, I don't know, stories, and then some more chapters in their respective route. Because honestly, I have not played a route with that long of a main story in a long time. The guests sound pretty lively. I wonder what they're talking about. Lively? Lively? Meh. The day after the one with so many orders, it's a day off for Enchanté. Korudo was rolling across the bed while I tried to decide what to do on this peaceful day. Of all day, it doesn't seem like I need to do any shopping. What should I do? Oh. Apparently we're supposed to tend to the garden. It's nice out today. Thinking I was perfect weather to tend to the plants, I went out to the garden. Oh, as I went to get the hose ready, someone already had it in their hand. Oh, why are you so flustered? Yes, it's me. I come out here pretty regularly. I don't know why he's so surprised. The master of this garden, that's Canis. Surprised by my presence for some reason, he accidentally points the hose at his face, losing his composure, and as a result... a stream of water blasted right into where his face should be. Canis, are you okay? I hurried to the faucet to shut off the water. I thought it best to hurry back to the cafe to get him some towels. Oh my god. Are you? No, it's okay. I'm sorry for surprising you. Canis takes the towel I brought and wipes around his neck. Of course, he doesn't have a physical face, so at least that part was dry. And so, after the commotion began to settle, I finally realized something. Oh, you're already done tending to the garden, aren't you? I thought I'd try to help Canis today, now that I had the chance, but it looked like he had already completed that work. I stare at the flowers so pretty and think of another way to pass the time. Yeah! Canis suddenly grips my shoulders. Huh? Well, sure, I don't really have plans. And so, upon Canis' invitation, we went into the town. We come shopping out here often, so it wasn't unfamiliar to us, and yet... He's pink all the time! I couldn't help but watch Canis walking in front of me. He looked so awkward. He was stiff, walking like some kind of guard. I think he's nervous about something. Canis, is something the matter? Is everything okay with Karia? Personal matters, what do you mean? Yes, it's...
そうだ、裏庭の花壇にだな。新たな花の苗を植えようと思っているのだが、どのような花を選べばよいか、あなたの意見が聞きたくてな。
Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad to help if you'll have me. Nodding happily, Canis sighed in relief. Taking his lead, we arrived at the flower shop. Haha. A flower shop greeting its customers with a vivid assortment of flowers. Oh wow, it's so pretty. Do you always buy your flower seeds and seedlings from the shop?
こちらの店主殿ともガーデニングについてよく語り合っている。
Peering into the store, Canis finds the one who was most obviously the owner as they were taking care of a group of customers.
がしかし、多忙のようだ。ひとまずはここで花を見繕ってみるとしよう。
I helped out in a flower shop for a while and... Okay. Okay, you also have fun. Thank you for coming by. Ah. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. I also helped out in a flower shop a few years ago for a while, and I gotta say it's not the job for me. Like, obviously flowers very pretty, but working in a flower shop, not my thing. Not my thing. Okay, got it. As soon as I began to peruse the flowers, I was engrossed with how many there were. What my eyes stopped on in particular was... Oh wow, these small white flowers, they look like snowflakes. So cute.
それはイベリスという花だ。
Okay.
英名ではキャンディータフトと呼ばれている
Candy
らしい。
tuft. Candy. That makes it sound
ソ
so
ーアン
sweet.
殿に尋ねてみたところ、
Aww.
本当に菓子が由来の名前だそうだぞ。その姿が砂糖菓子に酷似していることからそのような名が付けられたそうだ。
Oh wow. They didn't look so grand like roses do, but because of their sweet name and their look, I couldn't help but be charmed by them.
ことね、その花が気に入ったのか。
Yeah, it would look so beautiful to see a bunch of them blossoming
そう
together.
か。では、それを購入するとしよう。
Ooh. Huh? You're going to buy them just like that? I just liked how they looked. You should be the one who makes the final decision.
ああ、たった今選んだ。我もその花を美しいと思う。
Aww. He's sweet.
それに
And?
菓子の名を持つ花だ。甘味も提供するアンシャンテにはまさにぴったりではないか。
It also happens to be played by me. Am I not sweet like candy? I guess so, yeah. I giggled at this quirky side of Canis. Hey Canis, if it's alright with you, can I help you grow these flowers?
無論だ。他でもない。あなたが選んだ花なのだから。
Nice. Very nice. And after that, once we got settled back at the shop, Canis and I took the eBay seedlings we had just purchased and quickly planted them in the rear garden. I hope they blossom beautifully. I am sure they will. After the sun had gone down completely... Phew. Oh my god. Hugging Korodo after he gave me a welcome back squeal, I sat on my bed. I was surprised to go out on a whim like that, but it was really fun. It might be nice to go out like this from time to time and forget about work. Yeah. But the frequency of these outings... After that day, whenever I had time, each of the regulars other than Il invited me to go out with them every day. So that being the case, it feels like more than just a coincidence. Karia, have you heard anything from them?
俺が知るわけないじゃん。
Drinking some iced coffee, Karia replies to my question curtly. Right after heading out for groceries, I ran into Karia on his way home from school. I invited him in to ask about the situation, but got no closer to an answer.
ほら、こぼれるからやめろ。お前にコーヒーは飲めないぞ。
Kororo seemed to have taken a liking to Karia and was even sitting in his lap. Oh my god. About the incident of Kororo's family, after returning from Bistia, I told Karia what had happened, leaving out some of the details, of course.
そっか。コロロの家族見つからなかったんだ。
So the details you left out are the fact that they're probably all dead? Not that you couldn't find them, but that they're all dead?
ねえ、俺が後押ししたせいで危ない目にあったんだよね。
No, it's okay. It just would have been irresponsible to keep Kororo here without even trying. Kororo looks up in worry at Karia while he was closing his eyes.
ねえ、コロロちょっと貸して。
Hmm? I hand over Kororo's small body to Karia.
お前懐いてくれてるの。俺のそばが心地いいんだ。ベスティア、寒いんだってな。だから親近感を覚えてんの。
Kororo tilts his head, but Karia just took it as a yes.
さあ、俺がお前の親代わりに
Aww.
本物の親が見つかるまでさ。
Karia.
ことね、コロロのこと忙しい時は俺に任せてくれない。
Of
俺
course.
はまだ中学生だし、正直この店に貢献できることなんてほとんどないってやっと
お
自分にできることを見つけた。
Are you sure?
俺少しだけどわかるんだ、こいつの気持ち。
Hmm.
自分の居場所はここにあるのに、周りだって優しくしてくれてるのに、時々本当の故郷に戻りたくなるような、そんな気持ち。
I see.
だから約束する。コロロに寂しい思いだけはさせない。させたくない。俺がこのアンシャンテで故郷の空気を感じて心が安らぐみたいに、コロロにとって安らげる場所に俺がなれたら嬉しいって思うから。
That's nice. He's a clever kid, so I'm sure he figures the real details behind what happened. So whenever I need to prioritize work or go out, Karia would look after Kororo. Karia and Kororo. I hope they're both able to make each other feel a little more at ease.
コーヒーごちそうさま。
I also hope they're not too often in the exact same text box, because pronouncing both these words right after each other is taking its toll on me.
買い出しに出るとこだったんでしょ。コロロと一緒に見送るよ。
Yeah! Thanks! Alright, I get going now. Oh, right, I haven't done Duolingo today. Oops. After Karia finished his coffee, we go down the stairs that lead to the cafe.
ああ、それで本題はなんだっけ。やたらデートに誘われるって話だっけ。
What? Dates?
いや、デートでしょ。男と女が二人きりで出かけるなら。
Wait. No way. None of them meant it like as I was denying it, trying to laugh it off.
皆の報告を聞いた上で彼女の経過観察を行った限りデート計画は成功のようですね。この調子で
Oops.
本来の状態に近くなるよう励ましましょう。
今ので大体察したけど、様子ちょっと伺ってみる。
Yeah. I mentioned I was going out, so I don't think they knew I came back up here. If we tried hiding, they'd be able to hear our footsteps. All we could do was stay where we stood. The five were in a circle around the big table. Eel was leading their discussion.
では次の作戦に移りましょう。今度は彼女に何か贈り物などを。
ちょっと待った。次の作戦もいいけど、まだあと一人いる。君はまだ琴音ちゃんをデートに誘ってないよね。
俺らにあんだけ偉そうに語っておいて、まさか自分だけやらねえとか言わねえだろうな。
Eel blinks in confusion.
なぜ私までデートを行う必要が？
我としてはそこで心から不思議そうに首をかしげることの方が。
そこはもういるだからとしか言いようがないね。いる？僕たちは君の百戦錬磨な恋愛経験に一目置いてるんだよ。ここは一つお手本として理想的なデートというものを僕たちに見せてほしいな。
Yeah, sure.
言われてみれば私一人何もしないというのも不平等な話ですね。
Wait, does this mean next time I'm free, Eel's going to be the one to ask me out? The one who put an end to my guesses was, oddly enough, Monsieur.
ああ、いや、別にいいんじゃない。彼女の気分を晴らすって意味では結構な数はこなしたはずだし、イルはほら、今回はプロデュース役ってことで無理に彼自身がデートをしなくてもさ。
Everyone other than Eel seemed surprised at Monsieur's comment.
ミシェルらしくないね。君こういうのはむしろ積極的に押すタイプなのに。
No, but isn't it that Eel's like a disaster when he goes out?
それは。
Monsieur's smile seemed to stiffen slightly at Rindo calling him out, as if understanding why the flame around Kane's neck began to change color.
ミシェル、イルが外出することにやはり反対なのか。
Oh?
そりゃこいつは一人で放っておくと何するかわかんないし、あいつと二人で出かけるのも初めてだろうけどよ。
Maybe it'll end up with us going on the date outside and they're all going to trail us to make sure nothing
そ
happens?
こまで過保護に見ることはねえんじゃねえか。実際俺よりずっと年上なんだしよ。
みんなの意見もわかるんだけど、それでも心配は心配っていうか。
イグニス・リンドーは私がデートを行うべきだと考え、対してミシェルは反 ではカヌス、あなたの意見はどうです？
我はそうだな。特に反対する理由はない。むしろすべきだと思うが。
The moment he heard Kane's opinion, Eel, who was up until then unsure of how to proceed, gave an
3
answer.
対1で賛成が多数。よってその判断が最善ということですね。では私も彼女をデートに誘いましょう。
Why does this entire situation of them all standing together just feel like you think he's cheating on you, but he's actually out with the boys? Because all of them are just like, okay, how do we cheer her up? All huddled together. Misha had a worried look on his face at Eel's declaration. Yeah, Eel isn't used to going outside and I hear he gets lost a lot. I feel like it's pretty reasonable to be worried about him.
じゃあ一応こっそりついてって様子見るとか。
だからそれが過保護っつうんだよ。
I feel he might be over-exaggerating, but from the way Ignis is talking, it's like Misha's being overprotective of Eel and not necessarily of me.
ミシェル、本来は君たち反則級の人外が外に出るのは僕も反対なんだけどイルは世間を知らなさすぎるからこそ何をしでかすかわからない。そういう風にも考えられないかな。
それは一理あるね。
ならこういう機会はむしろ活用すべきだと思うんだ。彼の社会経験としてさ。彼をずっとフォローしてくれたソワンさんはもういないんだ。自立、独り立ち。
イル、改めて聞くが、多数決ではなくお前自身の意見はどうなのだ？
私の意見？
そうだ。落ち込んでいる琴音に対して何をしてやりたいの？我々はまだ一言もお前の口から聞いていない。
私の意見。
Eel often just follows the suggestions that Misha makes for him, but this time was different. After a long silent pause, he timidly addresses Misha.
ミシェル、確かにデート自体は多数決で実行を決定しましたが、私も琴音を笑顔にしたい。うまく言い表せませんが、今の彼女にはいつもの柔らかな雰囲気がありません。
Oh? Eel continues to deliberate.
彼女のためにできることがあるのなら、たとえ不慣れなことであろうと挑戦してみようと思うのです。
That's nice. Eel, I guess everyone's invitations really were meant for me. I must have made everyone feel concerned about me for being so disheartened. Everyone made time for me in earnest to help me feel better. I really feel happy for their concern. Misha's eyes laid wide open for a moment at what Eel said, and then, whether by coincidence or otherwise, he looks toward where we were hiding and sighs with a nod of his head.
はいはい、わかりました。ゴーさんです。確かに心配しすぎってのも良くないよね。
You cannot tell me that none of them notice us standing up there, hiding. None of these are normal humans.
好きな場所でデートを楽しんでおいで、いる。ただし彼女を気遣うのを忘れないこと。
はい、それはもちろん。
But we're probably still not going to the
ミシェル
museum.
と同じことを繰り返すようでなんだけどさ、次のデートも楽しんできなよ。あのイルが珍しく真面目な顔して考えてくれたんだからさ。
Right. I think that Dia is really nice that they all ask her out on a date to spend a nice day. And so, even after making my decision in front of Misha and the others early at noon,
非常に困りました。自分が参加することを想定していなかったがゆえに、肝心のデートスポットが決まりませんね。
could have gone to the aquarium. Even after having seen all sorts of opinions and scenes as an Otome protagonist, I never knew I would be the one going out on a date. But this is no time to lose myself. I must find a spot that Kotona will enjoy by her next day off. However, the others have already taken her to all the spots nearby I can think of. I searched on my phone for other candidate locations, but... To not forget to care for her. Considering Misha's caution, this option, it must be denied. Oh. After careful consideration, I've got it. That is actually a good idea. She surely would not be disappointed. A fine plan if I do say so myself. Of course, however, I must try to conduct my research discreetly as to not let her know that it is for a date. Oh. Okay, and here I thought he would just go like, hey, would you like to go out on your next day off, wherever you would like to go? That's what Eel asked me after he walked down from the second floor as I was cleaning up the dishes. His question was painfully obvious. I should just pretend I don't know anything and answer him, right? A place I've been wanting to go. Although being asked that now, no place in particular comes to mind. And especially recently, I've been taken all sorts of places by everyone else. Just then my message tone went off. Oh, sorry, Eel. Wait just a moment. After I turned him away for a moment, I checked my phone, and on it I saw the banner and the message it contained. This is it! Eel, so about where I want to go that you asked me just now. Yeah, that raffle you asked me to participate in? Entry tickets to that Otome game event? I won! Let's go here! Although I ended up being the one inviting him out, it all ended up just fine. On my next free day, we were seen off by a seemingly worried group of Misha and the others. In the early morning, Eel and I left Enchanté. Your common sense is just a little bit off from a normal person, I think. He was fussing over us a bunch when we left, wasn't he? Making sure everything was in his wallet and that he knew who to contact in an emergency. He was like a parent or an older brother who couldn't help but be worried over Eel. It felt a bit strange, considering angels and demons are always portrayed as being mortal enemies. But he's a fallen angel, so... We made a lot of transfers on the train. I was even worried at one point that Eel would be swept away by the crowds. We didn't have any major issues though, and we got to our destination safely. That's good. That's good. Oh. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Oh my god! What are all those games? I don't actually know all of them. I don't... No, I have no clue. For a second I would have said the one on top right is Utapri, but Utapri is broccoli and not automate, so that's off. That's definitely code Realize. Once again. The one Beast Master something something. I have seen some of these, but I cannot... I don't know. I don't remember the names. Haha! Close to the shore of the city was this a rather large space reserved for holding outdoor events. Lined through the space today were brightly colored signs and stands, and along with them several lovely posters and pens of charming characters. The moment he stepped foot into this world, Eel cries for joy as he begins to blush. Wow, there are more people here than I imagined. It was my first time at one of Eel's events, so this was all a new sight to me. Otome game event. Fan events held for those who love Otome games with illustration displays, sales of exclusive goods, and even stage events that can be a truly dreamlike festival for fans. Actually, it seemed like Eel hadn't gone to many of these himself either. The reason was... The people passing us by apart from staff were basically all girls. Grandpa, it would have been hard for him to come here. Likely reacting from the side of everything, Eel's excitement seemed to continue to grow.
見てくださいことね。あそこに私の大好きな作品の新規格パネルが。写真を撮ってきてもよいでしょうか。
Sure, go ahead. I will here, so take your time. As soon as I give the okay, he rushes over to the panel quickly with his phone in hand. I assumed he's just grabbed a quick pic, but he was taking several from all angles. As if he were a professional photographer, Eel takes photos from every direction. He really does get excited about the Otome games, doesn't he? As I smiled, thinking to myself. Suddenly stopping his rapid photography, Eel came back to me.
申し訳ありませんことね。あなたを置いていくなど、つい興奮してしまい。
It's fine! Huh? No, it's fine. This event means so much to you. You like collecting the merch, right, Eel? Wanna check what they're selling?
いえ、それはまた別の機会で。少々お待ちいただけますか？
Hmm? Oh, okay. Of course, yeah. Eel turns away and takes out his phone.
私もあらゆる乙女ゲームをクリアしたから
Oh no.
このようなデートのシチュエーション、今までプレイした記録
Maybe stop thinking of this as a date and just enjoy it.
私の趣味に付き合わせているようなもの。普通、女性の好みに合わせて場所を選ぶものでは、今更悔いても仕方ありませんね。せめてこの会場内で好ましい反応がありそうな。
He's talking to himself quite a bit.
お待たせしましたことね。まず最初にコラボアクセサリーを見に行きましょう。
Okay! Accessories. What sort of accessories might there be with these Otome games? While I was thinking about it, we came to a space for a particular store in one corner of the venue. After seeing the beautiful necklaces what? They're wavering on display, I had my answer. Wow, they're so pretty! These are really goods from a game?
はい。最近は有名なブランドとコラボし、ネックレスや指輪などを販売する作品も数多いのです。
Short for collaboration, this word can refer to production, joint ventures, and other jointly undertaken work. In recent years, more and more companies have collabs with games and anime to promote themselves. This can take countless forms from accessories to wallets and more.
愛する作品への思いを直接その身につけることを可能とする、実に素晴らしい商品展開かと。
And they're really fashionable. These colors would go well with anything. I'm beginning to see how games and anime contribute so much to the global economy. There were more than just necklaces, but rings and earrings and even fragrances. Gazing at each and every one of them, Eel and I enjoyed our time browsing the items. Oh, they made the mascot character into a ring for this one. It's a bold design, but it's cute. I was getting more fun the more I looked. I could feel the love toward the items and everything was so nicely detailed.
あのことね、気に入ったものがあれば私から。
すみません。
Hey!
ちょっといいですか？日本語って喋れます？
We turn around to see two girls shyly calling out to Eel. Their gazes they pointed at Eel felt somewhat intense.
私ですか？ええ、会話に必要な最低限の言語は取得していますが。
The very minimum, are you kidding me? You speak fluent Japanese. Excited they're able to communicate with him, the girls let a high-pitched squeal.
すごくクオリティが高いコスプレ。それ何のゲームなんですか？すごく綺麗なお顔だし、もしかして今日のステージイベントで登壇されるプロのレイヤーさん？
I know the term cosplay, but what's a layer?
確かキャラクターに扮する行為を楽しむ人々を指す言葉。
Oh yeah, I did see several people in the venue like that. Wait, I shouldn't be asking to be taught things right now. As I got back to my senses, it was too late. All of a sudden, several girls gathered and fully surrounded us. Oh no, caught up in the day, I'd totally forgotten. Slightly differently from Canis, Eel's looks are capable of getting people's attention. The usual magic that makes people avoid us must be weaker here so far from Enchanté. Now he was surrounded on all sides by girls gathered around him in excitement. I'm sorry, he actually is cosplaying and it's just...
よかったら撮影させてもらってもいいですか？
He's just naturally pretty.
私もできれば一緒に写ってもらえると。
Oops. I tried to explain things to them, but their voices were so loud that they couldn't hear, and at the sound of the misunderstandings.
このようなケースは初めてのことですね。ミシェルたちは不在なのでした。ことね、少しよろしいですか？このようなトラブルにはどう対処するのが先。
With that first request, the girls closed in on Eel like sharks for blood. Completely ignoring my existence, I was pushed by the rushing girls, and as I lost my balance, about to fall to the ground. From what I saw through the crowd, Eel... I saw for certain the moment his relaxed, calm face was painted in shock.
ことね。大丈夫ですか？怪我は？
Thanks, I'm okay. Thanks for helping me up. Eel sighs in deep relief. He must have slipped through that ring of girls and saved me in that single moment. After he helps me back on my feet, he turns to the girls around him. After a long silence with a serious face, he first bows elegantly, and next he speaks so everyone around him could hear.
私のこの姿はコスプレではなく、本来のあり方そのものです。故郷からやってきてまだ日も浅く、この国に溶け込める衣服を用意する時間がありませんでした。その結果、皆様に多大なる誤解とご迷惑を与えてしまったことですが、どうかこの人を巻き込むような騒ぎは起こさないでいただきたいのです。
He can handle things just fine. Perhaps influenced by his dietic aura and gentle negotiation, the commotion amongst the girls had quickly and completely vanished.
そうなんですか。ごめんなさい。勝手に勘違いしちゃって。
The girls I called out to him first bowed their heads toward Eel.
理解していただけたのなら良いのです。こ
Uh-huh.
のままお互いこの素晴らしいイベントを楽しみましょう。
はい。
Oh, that's nice.
少なくとも今ここにいた方々は同じようなことはしないでしょう。
Right. Aw. Though I felt plenty of stairs on our backs, Eel and I were able to run into the crowds. Who is following me? Weaving our way through, we managed to make it to the food court. On the way, even the area here was filled with layers. Just say cosplayer! What the fuck is a layer? He was able to get by without getting a terrible amount of attention. Finally able to relax, we stopped to rest and have our lunch. The drink was a pretty strange color, and bracing myself for crazy taste, it was actually really good. As I was guessing if the taste and color were from some sort of syrup. Oh yeah, sip tie! Hey, hi! Good evening! Oh, the alert worked this time. You have arrived! Nice. Hi. Some girls saw he was a pro cosplayer at this event. But we got through it pretty quickly. Family game night. Oh, you have missed. All of them have invited us out on dates. We have only seen the one with Canis because we're still trying to go for his route. Because they're trying to cheer us up. And it was Eel's idea to take us on dates and stuff, and now it's his turn. But for his date, we're going to an otome game event because Kotone herself won some tickets for it in a raffle. Because Eel and Kotone have started to talk about games and otome games especially, so we're sharing in our hobbies and stuff. It's very nice. Also, there's a bunch of games in the background that I kind of know, but I don't know the actual names. But it's all automate games, obviously, so it's a nice nod to all the other releases, or most of their other releases. It's very cool. Il keeps asking me how I'm doing. He must have been surprised to see my fall earlier. Yeah, like some girls basically surrounded us because they kept asking, "Oh, is he a cosplayer? Can we take pictures and stuff?" And they pushed us. But it's fine now. It's fine now. We got out of it just fine. He just went, "I'm very sorry. I don't have any normal clothes that fit in here. I'm not a cosplayer, and please don't make trouble for this person here," referring to us. So everything's fine. Yeah. Chicken Man has some trouble sensing human emotion, or how to handle human emotion, I guess. No, I'm alright. I didn't twist my ankle or anything. Actually, that was pretty amazing how you dealt with things right after that. How were you able to deal with that? If it were the usual eel, he'd have been swept off by the momentum and he would probably still be over there having a photo shoot. Yes. I mean, technically you are from another country. Oh, I see. Well, if something like that happens again, we can just say that next time.
ではこのドリンクを飲み終えたら次は調べ直しますのでもう一度待っていただいても物販以外で他に何か
I'm not sure if 2 minutes of Uwo would actually work well because just earlier there were like a full 10 minutes where I didn't have to say a single thing because all the guys were talking with each other and she was out of the room. So sale of goods. As it says, this means selling products. In the anime and game industry, this mainly refers to limited goods directly sold at event venues. Depending on the goods, the lines can be insanely long. Be sure to secure plenty of hydration before lining up. Yeah. And I don't know. I cannot tell when there might be a scene like that again. I wouldn't want you to waste the 2 minutes of Uwu. He finally stopped hiding the fact that he was conducting research. I chose this event thinking it might make him happy, but I'm actually making him fuss over me. I'm ill. Oh. Don't push yourself. You've been prioritizing me for a bit. Don't push yourself. We can do whatever you want to do, okay?
Yeah.
As he spoke, his eyes went to a shop selling some goods. I'm happy you're so considerate, but not every day you enter a raffle, right? You're gonna regret it if you can't enjoy this to the fullest. It feels so nice when you enter something and actually win whatever event it is. Not that I have had it happen a lot, but it is nice. You just wait until after a scene like that. And you have. Yeah, it's my first time coming to an event like this, but it's so lovely. It's fun just seeing everything, and I can study the drinks here too. That's an interesting opportunity. You go to an event and then go like, I wonder what those drinks are. Of course, I wouldn't lie about something like this. And it was embarrassing, but I need to be honest. Before, when we were going to the aquarium, I felt that just seeing the face you made when you were so giddy and happy helped me relax. So you enjoying something sort of makes me feel better. Yeah. Our conversation wasn't connecting. That's not what I mean, but I'm talking about our feelings. When the characters in your Otome game smile, it makes you happy, right? It's like that. So then... You're getting there, but it's not quite. Please enjoy this event because you're having fun. Immediately, Eel grins of his gentle face really did have some sort of healing power. They're talking about feelings, And just like when we went to the aquarium, his eyes suddenly sparkled and...
では早速ですが、限定のランダムグッズ、販売列に並びましょう。
There he is!
目指すは全物販店のグッズ制覇。
Just make sure we stop when it'll be too much to carry, okay? There's no too much to carry. He probably has some kind of unlimited pocket in his clothes, right? After that, with such a lively expression on his face, Eel took me around to all sorts of shops and art exhibition corners around the venue. There were even some cute mascot goods that I bought to decorate my room with. In the end, Eel and I went all in and enjoyed everything the event had to offer. Nice. He'll just use his wings!
素晴らしいことね。あなたにはランダムグッズを引き当てる才能があります。
Oh, am I lucky? Eel smiles from ear to ear. He practically sings his praise to me as he carries tons of bags in both his
缶
arms.
バッジの総数と一度に買える量から確率を計算するに、事後通販でも揃わない覚悟を決めていたのですが。
It's just the way he just keeps talking faster and faster. It's so
ま
nice.
さか一度の会計で全てのキャラクターを引き当ててしまうとは。
Excuse me? I want her luck. I'm surprised too, though I think it's more luck than skill. I like that fortune to come into use when winning prizes or the raffles in town. As I was thinking, we come to a bench at the edge of the venue and put down our things for a minute. Eel, what do you want to do next? Do you have other shopping you want to do?
いえ、目当てのものは一通り買えましたし。
Absolutely rapid speech. Yeah, he just keeps going.
あとは1時間後のステージイベントを観覧するだけなので、しばらくここで休憩をしましょう。
I miss going to events like this. Not that I've been to this exact thing, but still, I miss conventions. I miss cosplaying. Okay, I wonder if they're going to do it in that big open space there? It's close to where we are right now. It's maybe a 3-minute walk. It seemed like the tickets I won also gave us admission to watch the show, so there wasn't any point in lining up now.
ことね、狭い空間とはいえ長く歩きましたし、喉が渇いているのでは？希望を言っていただければ、私が何か買ってきましょう。
I'd rather not get separated from you. Just a feeling. Huh? Are you sure? Okay then. Yes, please. Anything cold is fine. I'll leave the flavor to you, Eel, and then keep an eye on our stuff.
冷たい。お任せ。なるほど、承知しました。それ。
Oops. After acknowledging me, Eel walks off toward the shop selling drinks. I sit down on the bench watching him. He'll be fine, right? Even Eel should be able to buy some drinks on his own. Ah! Haha, knew a cosplay when, yeah. When I figure out how to sew. Because when designing these clothes, I definitely went with something I have in my wardrobe not. The crowd seemed to split in two. Girls whispered among themselves. Watching him walk between the crowds was like watching Moses part the Red Sea. Moses, a saintly figure who appears in the Old Testament, is particularly known for parting the sea with a miracle. You know, there's been a bunch of biblical figures in a lot of games, but Moses in my Otome game, it's more likely than you think. I guess I get why Misha worries so much about Eel. Still, he was able to handle the fuss from this morning all on his own. Yeah, I trust him. He told me he'd be able to buy them. As I was nodding to myself. Excellent meme, yeah!
困ります。本イベントはチケット入場制ですので、無許可で入られては。
うっせえな。金は払ったんだから問題ねえだろ。
Oh no.
おお、マジで女の子しかいないでやんの。
しかも割と可愛い子ばっか。最近のオタクってバカにできねえな。
Something's going on. I look down the road to see a few young men ignoring the staff trying to stop them and walking this way. They don't really look like they belong here. Actually, they look sort of excited. As I was thinking, a voice called to me from beside me. Ah, you're the girls from earlier. Oh my god, I wish. I wish. Oh no, it's totally fine. Is there something you need? Eel is, he just went to get something, so.
そうじゃなくてですね。あの男性たち、こっちに歩いてきてるんで、絡まれる前に逃げた方がいいですよ。たまにいるんです。女性向けのイベントやショップにナンパ目的で近づいてくる人。
And you're telling me this because I am alone? But why are you telling me this? Ah, I see. Thank you for the warning. I have to wait for my friend, but I make sure I don't sell out, so you go on ahead and leave first. They could just stay with me, so we would at least be 3 girls, you know?
はい、わかりました。
Please, gamer girl A. Just
あの手の人、本当に強引なんで。
let's stick together. The 2 girls bow their heads and leave in a hurry, carrying the shopping bag. Watch out for the guy. Okay, bye. Not even thinking of being hit on. The way these guys looked was actually threatening and just plain scary. Maybe I should hide in the shadows somewhere and not stay out in the open on this bunch. Deep breaths. As I was collecting Eel's items so I could get away. Okay, we're going to get through this. Okay. Deep breaths. No, thanks, I ran away. Huh? They were really fast. Perhaps because the girls around me ran away so quickly, it seemed like they targeted me and came straight for this bench. Before I realized it, I was surrounded, left with little room to walk away. Excuse me, I'm here with a friend, so...
その間も仲良くだべってやよ。スマホ持ってるよね。連絡先交換しよう。
Wait, please stop. I embraced my phone, guarding it before it was almost ripped away by force. What do I do? These guys are super pushy.
怖がられてやんの。
You know, all these typos don't make it any better.
ごめんね、こいつ考えなしのバカだからさ。お詫びになんでもおごるよ。お友達には連絡だけ入れといてさ。早く行こう。
No. As one of the men reached out to try and grab my arm.
何をしているのですか?
Oh? With a waft of silver hair and white fabric. Ew!
お待たせしました。思ったより列の進みが遅く。
Listen, if Kotone can clock them, I want Eel to clock them. Like straight up, both fists.
こちらは何でもタピオカというものが入っているとか、もちもちとした愉快な食感が楽しめるとのことです。
That's very nice, but you're not reading the room at all, Eel. I cannot blame you, but please. Right, thanks, but now's not the time for drinks. The man looked Please tell me that menacingly. That's 1 A too many. Right? At Eel, who was cheerily handing me a drink. Homie.
おーい、日本語通じます？邪魔しないでほしいんですけど。
Right, it's 1 A too many. Okay, thanks. I'm losing any hope I've ever had. They must not have seen Eel as a threat since he has such a thin frame. The men were laughing at him, but Menacingly. Despite how they were looking at him, he didn't seem to find it unpleasant at all. No! No! Yeah! No! No, I think they're trying to pick me up. This is a bit embarrassing having to explain that I'm being hit on. Unfaltering, Eel gazes suspiciously at the men, and with those overly honest eyes and face, he begins to question them quizzically. What?
乙女ゲームのイベント会場。ここに集う女性たちの目的は愛するキャラクターたちの生きる世界を目で同じ心を持つ同士と交流を深めること。
Eel, I love you, but I don't think these guys will care.
つまりあなたたち実在する異性と恋愛関係になることは罪にすら置いていません。互いに求めている対象や行動方針が異なるというのになぜ求愛に応じてくれると思うのです
Actually, everyone here, they're all lesbians.
それともそれを承知で実行するほどに日常的な出会いに恵まれていないもしくは単純な知能不足でしょうか
はあ、なんだてめえ
That was rough. Eel's words ruthlessly stepped into the men's hearts. His obliviousness and lack of ill intention made it worse.
それに何よりも
Oh my god!
彼女は私とデート中なのです。邪魔をしないでいただきたい。
Huh? All I could do was stand there in a daze. Not because he changed his appearance, but because Eel, who loves of most things that Eel, he was clearly keeping these men in check.
なんだよこいつ。いきなり変な格好しやがって。
Got him, Eel!
あ、コスプレとかいうやつじゃね男が天使とかシュク
リ Bitch
オタク野郎はお呼びじゃねえんだよ引っ込んでろ
拒否ということですかであれば仕方ありませんね
Eel gently raises his hand toward the men who refuse to back down. Oh! Oh!
であらで申し訳ありませんが物理的に彼女から距離を取っていただくことにしましょう
Yes! As Eel talks in a troubled manner, his light started to shine. Get them! The men's bodies were instantly bound by this chain of light that appeared. Immediately after, Eel simply turns his gaze toward the stage where the event happening later would be taking place. The bodies of the men float in the air and are flung toward the center of the stage where guests were already gathering. The bodies crashed into the ground. I could tell from here that they fainted from the pain as the chains disappeared. Wow. Eel can use his magic like this too?
ようやく静かになりました確かに乙女ゲームにはナンパイベントもつきものですが
Eel, I love you for what you just did. Well, we're gonna get in so much trouble. Because a bunch of people saw you using some kind of magic now? Also, I don't think suddenly sprouting wings can be... You know... I am missing the word. Can just brush it off with... I'm not from Japan. I think even people not from Japan don't have wings, you know?
いざこうして実際に遭遇してみるとやはり不快になるものなのですね。その相手があなたならばなおさら大事はありませんか
Advanced cosplay technique?
加えられたりは
No, I'm fine. Thanks for saving me, Eel.
いえ、あなたが無事ならそれでいいのです。
Uh-huh. Eel's wings flapped energetically, expressing his joy and relief. They were just like the tail on a dog, so full of energy and innocence, right in a crowd of people. Oh. At times like these, I'm sure Misha would sigh and say this.
やれやれ。やっちゃったね。
Exactly. Wait, huh? Just now, that was a little too clear just to be a voice in my head. Huh? What's this? Fog?
そうでした。ついこの姿になりましたが。
So Misha is the one who was following us. That was kind of obvious.
ことね。この場は任せるとしましょう。
Of course, he wouldn't have let us go completely on our
我
own.
々がここに留まっていては、この霧による記憶の改ざんがうまくいきません。今のうちに会場から距離を取るべきかと。
So we're missing out on the stage show, but at least we got our goodies. Huh? But Eel, you were looking forward to that event on the stage.
やはりあなたはいい人です。その心遣いだけで十分です。ということで、一気に飛びますので、しっかり捕まっていてください。
Oh. Huh? Fly? The moment I had that thought, the feeling of the ground beneath vanished. The sight of the setting sun and the color of the orange sky filled my view. Oh my god! Wait, I'm so confused. Which way is he going? Yeah, we're on his front and he's flying on his back. Oh, that's such a nice CG. I love the CGs in this game. They're also colorful. At first my eyes were simply taken away by the beauty, but then the cold breeze that swept my face brought me back to my senses. Terrified, I turned my look down and see... We're flying? The event venue we were just inside earlier was now the size of a small bean. Beans! Feeling the warmth of the one I held on to, flapping his 3 sets of wings at once, he slides gracefully above the city. Eel, this is a bit too... scary for me?
おっと、暴れないでください。あなたに負担をかけないように風圧や重力を制御していますが、私、あまり腕力には自信がないので、うっかり落としてしまうやもしれません。
Please don't say that. What?
冗談ですよ。間違ってもあなたを落としていません。
Please don't joke about
それ
that.
よりも見てください。ここから見える風景を。
That's all very nice and very romantic, but where are the goodies? Wondering what he was talking about, I timidly looked out to where Eel was pointing. Wow! It was twilight, the time leading right up to the night. Red and blue colors swirled up in the sky, light reflected on the sea in the skyline. The scene was absolutely beautiful.
私は飛ぶこと自体珍しくもありませんが、この付近はこんなにも輝いた景色なのですね。
Nice.
人間界の都会はあまり美しくないと聞き及んでいましたが、決してそんなことはありませんでしたね。人の営みと光が共存する世界。ここは天界に劣らぬほど、いえ、勝るほどに美しい。
Yeah. The tower from being so high disappeared. The two of us simply stayed in the air, taking by the view until the sun had set. Don't just fade to black and next day me. Okay. Ah!
経過観察完了。これより帰還を開始。イルファドでリー。落ちたものだな。
Excuse me? The place we ended up was on a large observation deck over the shoreline. No one was allowed up here. In other words, on top of a tower where falling from a gusty wind would certainly be the end of me. Winds must have been usually strong here, but we had good timing. It wasn't too bad. Of course, it was still very high up, so it's not like I wasn't scared. However,
大丈夫です。100万回落ちたとしても100万回キャッチしてみせますから。
you could also just stop me from falling. And so Eel speaks in complete confidence, easing my fears. Eel and I continue watching this special view from this spot.
気がつけばもう夜でしたか。外出していると時間の経過がいつもより早く感じられますね。
So what do you mean? Oh, how far are you fallen? He's a fallen angel. Of course he's fallen. Yeah, even more so if you're having fun.
そういう捉え方もあるのですか。ですが。
What's wrong, Eel?
いえ、本日のデートを改めて振り返ってみたのです。少々疑問が浮かびまして。
Glad we had the same thought.
乙女ゲームのキャラクターたちはもっとスマートかつ甘く主人公をエスコートしていました。それらと比較すると今回のデートはその形式にあまり添えなかったと思うのです。
That's alright, because this is real life and you're talking about games, and this is obviously not a game, so you're fine. Why is that? As he mumbles quizzically, all I could do is awkwardly smile back. Well, we ran into a lot of things today, and still I had a lot of fun. The view from the sky was pretty too. Thank you, Eel. I've been so down and you cheered me up. You're the one who got everyone else to take me out too, right?
気づいていたのですか?
No. Yeah, I didn't know how to bring it up, sorry.
それは想定外でした。あくまで自然に励ますというのが今回のデートのテーマだったのですが。しかし、これから起こることはさすがにあなたも予想していないかと。
If I were on your route, I would say you're going to give me a kiss now, but I'm not on your route yet, so I have no clue.
デートの仕上げとして私なりのプレゼントを用意したのです。受け取っていただけますか?
A gift? He looks around after making sure no one else is in the general vicinity. He clasps his hands as if to offer prayer. What?
誤差なしと判断。術式の合成を開始。求めるは光。我が歌に応じ、この落ちた魂に奇跡を与えることを許したまえ。
His prayer was mechanical but strong, with effort put into each and every word.
ことね、デオ、私を信じて。
What's going on? What? Heel pulls my hand and my body's thrown into the night sky with him, and there in the air, 1, 2 steps, my feet step forward. It looked like I was walking on water. Each time my feet stepped down onto the air, a ring of light expands where my foot falls. I finally realized it was Eel's magic as he smiled at me while I was in awe. So he allowed us to walk in the air? Oh, he gets a second CG immediately? We're walking in the air. Whoa. Because there's no sunshine anymore. Whoa. His entrancing airy Adia? What the what's that even supposed to mean? Aura? Air? As it echoed through this. Oh no, never mind. Song, okay. Song, Aria, okay. Don't mind me. As it echoed through the sky above the city, different stuff. Yeah, no. I think it was because yeah. But still. Normally I would have gone for aura and faint particles of light appeared out of nowhere and floated on by. It was like an off-season Christmas lighting. A beautiful city of light surrounded us. The glimmering lights went beyond this observation deck and continued into the sky. At first, at first was Eel's clear, beautiful singing, and next, in a single moment, my heart was taken by the light that seemed to bless us. It was so beautiful. That was all I could think. This word, which I found no other word to describe, kept expanding in front of me. You know, after a literal fallen angel giving us the ability to like fly for a little bit, I'm not sure how else they want to top this. I'm not even on his route. A smile.
以前、ソーアンが亡くなる直前、彼に言われたのです。いつかお前も笑顔を与えられる側に甘んじず、与える側に立てるようになれ。と、当時は誰に、何のためにと疑問に思っていましたが、今なら彼が何を言いたかったのか、わずかながら理解できる気がします。
It looks this way, and as reacting to him, the falling light started pouring toward me.
ここ数日のあなたは笑顔ではいても何かが違いました。言われずとも理解しています。あれは無理をして作っていた表情だったのだと。
I couldn't hide the fact that I was about to start crying, thinking back on the past.
だから聞きました。あなたは死んだパークスの群れを思い落ち込んでいる。ですがあなたはそれを表面化させることを良しとしなかった。それはある意味では評価されることなのでしょう。
Eel's singing lips repudiated those efforts.
あの悲劇を忘れる必要はありません。あなたが気に病んでいる以上は仕方ないというつもりもありません。ただその上で顔を上げ、いつもの笑顔で笑ってください。
Huh. He's actually not that bad with emotions.
私はあなたの自然な笑顔が好きなのです。
Thank you.
それを取り戻すためならどのようなこともしてみせます。それこそ世界を敵に回すことさえも。
I see. I don't need to force myself to forget. What happened happened. I don't need to separate myself from it. While embracing the grief, it's still okay to smile. Oh yeah! Oh no, she has tears in her eyes, but still the CG is so... Thanks, Eel. The lights gradually melt away and we softly land on the spot we left. There's no way I'd ever forget the tragedy I saw in Bestia, but while still carrying that as the owner of Enchanté, I'll make an effort to be present. Yeah, I won't stay depressed forever. I always have to try to do my best. Nodding to myself, I look at Eel. So that Adia, was it, from earlier? It was such a pretty song. The lyrics too. Did you write that, Eel?
いえ、あれは先日発売された乙女ゲームの主題歌ですね。五感が素晴らしく、砲術に用いてみました。
Exasperated, I could have slipped that in there, but every part about you so Eel. What a guy. I was able to give him another smile. Such a nerd. I love him though.
なんとか無事に終わったね。あとはこっちに戻ってくるだけかな。
ミシェル、いくら心配だからって覗き見はどうかと思うよ。
No, I'm actually on Mishia's side. Here it was good that he was spying on us. It would be better to just teach Eel more about how to be in the human world, but this time I think it was very good that he was looking out for us.
ため息つきたいのはこっちだぜ。朝っぱらから尾行なんぞに。
Oh, so they were all tailing us. I knew it! I knew they would!
いや、だってやっぱり心配だったからさ。
心配が過ぎるのは確かだが、我としては良いものを見れたように思うぞ。基本は流されるまま受け身で生きていたイルが自主的に誰かのために行動し、トラブルにも助言なしで対処するのは。
Eel is like one of these people that never bother trying to handle something on their own because someone else will do it for them, but if they actually really, really need to, they're just fine.
まあね、例のイベント会場では
I guess.
最後にちょっと過保護な魔王様が手助けしたけどさ。
It's like, I hate ordering stuff. Like when you're out and try to get food, right? And when you're on your own and I order something and it's not the right thing, I just deal with it and just take it. But when I'm out with friends and we order something and one of their orders is wrong, I'm the first person to say, excuse me. They order something else. I won't do that for myself. I can only do it for someone else. Wait, that's not actually the same thing at all. No matter. Yeah, yeah.
あれは過保護っていうかファインプレーの類じゃないかな。
ま、それは抜きにしても確かに予想外の行動だったよな。どういう気まぐれを起こしたんだあいつ。
思うにイルにも庇護欲というものが生まれたのではないだろうか。
庇護欲？
琴音が来る前のここでの生活を思い出してほしい。イルはその性格と雰囲気によりどうしても我らから常に庇護される立場になっていた。
So now he wants to protect.
しかしそこにごく普通の非力な人間である彼女が現れ、さらには今回
ことね、大丈夫ですか？怪我は？
I need to say this right now because it's like I noticed just earlier. Why does she have dots on whatever exactly that is that's around her waist when her top is striped? Because aside from that, I think her outfit is very nice, but just earlier I noticed the dots. I'm like Yeah, polka dots themselves are nice. I just don't think they go well with the striped shirt, you know? I love polka dots. I own a bunch of stuff with polka dots on it.
ああ、なんとなくわかったわ。琴音は箱入りにとっちゃ守るべき位置に当てはまる初めての存在になったわけな。
Oh, what? It doesn't fit. The dots and the stripes. On the wrong side of history. Oh my god.
今までは我々が率先して彼女を守っていたために実感が薄かったのだろ
う。どっちにしろ鈍いな。
同感。けど彼にとっては結構な進歩と言えるんじゃないかな。
ってことでいいことずくめだってのになんでこの魔王はため息ついてんだ？
That's two mistakes in one sentence.
いわばこれはヒナのすだちのようなもの。ミシェルの寂しさも理解はできるが、ここは素直にイルの成長を喜ぶべきだろう。
A sheltered fallen angel who is ignorant of the world due to being a shut-in and Misha and others overprotection. However, meeting the heroine made him change his way of thinking a little. He has a beautiful singing voice.
いや、それもあるんだけどさ、へこんでる理由は他にもあって、イルの成長の機会を見誤ってた自分に微妙に自己嫌悪してるっていうかね。え？なにその反応？俺なんか変なこと言ってる？
ミシェル、ブラコンも大概にしないと嫌われちゃうよ。
ブラコン。
Short for brother complex, this means having strong affections for a male sibling. While Misha and Eel aren't actually brothers, Misha treats Eel like his little brother and cares for him greatly. To anyone watching, he's a full-on Pokemon. Oh my god. Oh, that was a short chapter. We're not even at a full 2 hours yet. You know what? I'm gonna go for a little more. This means we're gonna have to break it up in the middle of this chapter, but I'm gonna go for a little more. He runs. Oh. Ignoring how out of breath he is, branches cut him, but it didn't matter. Running through the grove, Kao window dashes through the forest in the night.
これでも最悪の状況を想定してきたつもりだったけど、まさかそれを上回る事態とは、さすがに参ったね。
Eh? With a grunt, he turns off his light, jumping into brush to hide himself. He holds his breath for 5-10 seconds. Glaring at the dangerous darkness in front of him, Rindo finally breathes again. What kind of voice is that?
どうにか振り切ったと思う。これで一息つけそうだ。
返すの申し訳ないであります。我々空霊族のために。
Crawling out of Rindo's chest pocket was a non-human, some 15 centimeters tall. By human standards, its face was deformed with rough skin that looked like earthenware. Rindo gives a nervous smile to the being that just like an old honeybear statue. Bro! Yeah, I'm gonna try and go for like another half hour, see how far we can get. Don't scream. Changing out the magazine, Rindo lets loose shots of parabellum rounds and glares at the sky through the trees. What the fuck is that? Handgun ammunition developed in Germany. Oh, well. 9mm parabellum bullets in particular see major use around the world. Okay. Oh, this is not a flashback. In the dark of the night, an unmistakable eeriness filled the obscured red sky. The sky, unlike anything seen in the human world, weighed heavily on him. Huh. Okay. This evening sky is slowly expanding above his head as if demanding that he leave. It was dusk on a particular day. Kotone Awaki was out shopping in a shopping district with 2 men holding our goods. It bothers me that no one mentions the goodies from the event before anymore. What happened to them? Tissue, soap, and 2 sponges. Alright, that's all the cleaning supplies. Now the decorations for the shop. I want to try and keep everything we buy to 100 yen shops. Oh, I want to pick up some beans too. It costs more if you have it delivered. What? Huh? What's up, Ignis? I look back at the people accompanying me. Canis has 2 bags in each of his hands with a total of 4 bags. Ignis holds the same amount with another 2 bags hanging around his neck! Oh, nice. I haven't had Japanese in a long time. You look like a dog with the collar on. It's kinda cute. Psh.
イグニスには重すぎたか。では代わりに我の首にかけてたな。
重さの問題じゃねえっての。つかてめえの体のどこに首なんてパーツがあるんだよ。
Sorry. I bought a bit too much. Let's just head back to Enchanté for today. No, let's keep going. Come on. I turn toward the roads leading back home with the Headless Knight and the Firewolf. I'm used to the shopping district now, and it's rare to find shops I don't know about. I feel like I've walked through the town so much by now that I'm a pretty familiar face. Hey, yep, we went to quite a few shops and maybe bought a bit too much. There has definitely been different people translating different parts of this game.
おい、ちょっと待てガキども。俺の存在だけスルーすんな。
じゃあ3人デートだ。
Well, that isn't really the case. You can't call it a date if there's 3 of us anywhere, right? You can if you're not a coward.
そうだぞ少年。我々は単なる荷物。
I love him. I love him so much.
つまり二股
どこでそういう言葉覚えてくんだよ、こういうガキは。
Watching the two of them talk with these children, a smile broadens across my face. When I first started out at Enchanté, I'd never even imagined I'd be walking out around town like it was nothing like this. Wait, well, what? Right. It's only been a few months since I've taken over the cafe as the owner, and within that short amount of time, my life had changed completely compared to what it was before. I stepped into a new world. Misha, Canis, Eel, and Ignis. I met these people that weren't quite normal. I mean, they weren't human. And after a chance encounter with Mr. Rindo, the government's GPM agent, I decided to keep running this place they all felt at home in, Café Enchanté. Why are you giving me a flashback? I'd even visited other worlds, and I met Kari and Korodo, who have come to live at the cafe. Thinking back to it all, I couldn't help but feel like so much had happened. I still feel like this could all still be some kind of dream. As I said this to myself, I noticed 2 men walking in front of me. The sound of a voice coming from a TV in an electronics store reached my ear. Oh. Oh. Huh? Well, that news on TV, that's close to where my family lives. Right, it's a town close to the beach up in the northeast. Oh wait, they're showing something. What the reporter on the screen pointed to was a small island off the coast. It did feel familiar. It was an uninhabited island off the coast near the town where my parents lived. An eerie mist lulled above the island and looked like it would crush the island itself. Oh, maybe it's a different world trying to merge with ours. I'm pretty sure your world is more abnormal that it does not have different seasons. Furrowing my brow at the images on screen, I began walking as the news moved on to the next story. I'm a bit worried I should call home. As I was thinking... Huh? Okay. There, tucked into the streets near the station, stood Café Enchanté. Of this shape I've come to get used to seeing all the time came... Oh! I was like, whose voice is this? But it's the tiny scientist guy. Today there was an unfamiliar voice coming from out in front of it. Yeah, you do. Yeah. I sort of remember it, yet I don't really. In fact, I wish I didn't remember it at all. Ooh. I'm back! I quietly opened the door, and beyond it was the scene I imagined in my head. In other words...
ダメに決まってるだろ。だって一応留守を預かってるんだ。ゲートに触っていじって電気流して味見して頬ずりしたいとか言ってる変態を奥に通せるわけないだろ。科学の進歩を妨げるやからめ。
There stood an excitable Mr. Mikado and Karia desperately trying to stop him.
なあ、おかえり3人とも。君たちもカリアの半切れお魚に美味しいコーヒーでも飲む？
Mildly cranky Karia.
ああ、動かないでください、コロロ。あなたの食感はゲームプレイ中のクッション材に最適なのです。
Oh my god. And also Michio looks on at the scene while Eel plays a game of Kororo at the table.
なんでここに GPM の変態がいんだよ。
よくぞ聞いてくれたね、イグニス君。それはもちろんここにあるゲートの調査だとも。
How is he even allowed in?
何かとうるさいリンドウが出張中の今がまさに千載一遇のチャンス。
No.
今なら奴に止められることなく存分に調査を。
Absolutely not.
あれ、さっきはカリアの定期検査がどうこうって言ってなかった？
確実に言っていました。検査に来ないから呼びに来たと。
はっ、しまった、そうだ、そういう建前だった。ついつい本音が先に出てしまった。
なんとも間抜けな自白だな。
Wait, Kadia, you haven't been going in for your checkups? Kadia looks away from me with guilt. Kadia's fairy ancestry in the ancestral relapse had weakened his body a lot. He was told that he needed to visit media regularly and that he also was to have physical checkups at the GPM.
いや、この店に来てるおかげで最近は調子いいし、この変人とか GPM とかこの変人とかリンドウさん以外はまだいまいち信用できないし。
I know what you mean, but this isn't right. You have to get your checkups.
クーちゃん、あの子さらっとひどいことを言っている気がしないかね。
If you're really worried, I go with you.
そんなの別にいいし、子供じゃないんだから付き添いとかいらないよ。
Everyone continued to watch over us with kind eyes as Carrier shook his head as I was questioning him.
なんかお姉さんと弟って感じだね。
ま、アンシャンテの常連はあいつより全員年上だしな。年下ってのは新鮮なんだろ。
Well, of course. After pushing the point that he needed his checkups, I turned to face Mikado. Oh, that's right, Mr. Mikado?
何かね。はっ、もしやゲートに頬ずりしてもいいのかい？
That sounds so wrong. No. You said Mr. Rino was on business, yes? He hasn't been to the cafe recently. Where is he right now?
そういえばここ4日間彼の姿を見かけていませんね。
あれ、リンドウのことだから君たちには伝えているものだとばかり。まあいいか。リンドウはね、今上からの命令でとある無人島の調査をしているよ。けど現在進行形で襲われているらしくてね。確か救援要請が出てたと思うよ。
Yeah. And why are you not helping him? What? Attacked? What's happening? Who's attacking him? I mean, is he okay?
いや、僕も詳しくは知らないけどね。まあ、リンゴだし生きてるよ、多分。
Excuse me?
と、そんなことより、そこにいる首なし騎士君、ぜひ君の体を調査させてくれたまえ。
No. More importantly, Mr. Mikado, please tell me more about...
打天使君も興味深いな。打天するというメカニズムには大変に興味があるからね。
I am filled with rage. Mr. Mikado?
そしてとっておきは魔王。素晴らしきかな、アンシャンテ。このレア人外のフルコースには僕も研究者として目移りしてしまう。
In a firm grip, I grabbed his head, which was a bit lower than me.
何をするのかね。僕は人間に
Get him!
興味は。
Get him! I twist his neck hard enough to start making some crunching sounds. Get him, Kotone. And after forcing him to face my direction, I smiled at him gently. You, stop. Listen to me closely. What happened to Mr. Rindo?
はい、喜んで説明させていただきます。
Oh my god! Amazaki Island. An uninhabited island near the Heron's hometown off the coast of the Tohoku region. An uninhabited island that's not too far off the coast in the northeast. The GPM started researching the island about a month ago. There have been whispers among the locals about strange things for ages now. Next. Knapped. Apparently in the past, the type 1 species of non-humans, the Kudei, had inhabited Amasaki Island. Recently, another species of non-humans showed up and now dominated the island. Although they know of the Kudei, GPM headquarters had yet to confirm this new species, and so they sent out a team to investigate. However, the Spartoi, the name given to this new species, didn't seem capable of speech, and those around them ended up being attacked by them. As a result, the local branch determined that the Spartoi, designated a type 3 species, could not be dealt with. They made contact with Shinjuku headquarters, who sent in a seasoned team as reinforcements, but it's not going well.
その調査チームにリンドウも含まれていたというが、そして現在スパルトイとやらに襲われ、まともに連絡がつかない。
And we're all standing around here. Why? Some time passed after Mr. Mikado gave his explanation on the situation and he left. A short silence fell inside Café, which was covered in shadows from the setting sun.
試しにスマホへと連絡を飛ばしましたが、反応はありませんね。
ねえ、それってつまりリンドウさんがピンチってこと？
Yeah, I think so.
じゃあ助けなきゃまずくない？
ああ、あいつなら心配ねえって。そう簡単に死ぬ玉じゃねえよ。
But wouldn't it be better to help him?
どうせそのうちひょっこり顔出して、いやー死ぬかと思ったよとか、そんな感じで済ませんだろ。
そりゃそうかもしれないけど。
どうしたの？リンドウが心配？
Duh. Of course I am. There's something else I'm worried about. Mr. Mikado mentioned Amasaki Island, and I think it's near where my family lives.
実感？もしや宣告、商店街でテレビに映っていた島か？
Yeah, it's an island all the locals know about. It's close enough that you can see it through the window on a sunny day. They were, in a sense, a hop and a skip away. In other words, it's in a place very close to my family, where they could be easily reached, was where these dangerous Spartoi, a non-human species dangerous to humankind, resided. It should runs down my spine as I imagine what terrible things could happen. I want to go see what's happening. We're gonna go until they actually, you know, go there, and then I'll just stop there. Because that sounds like a good place to stop. I
ダメ。
I haven't said anything yet.
実家もリンドウも心配だから様子を見に行きたいって話でしょ。危ないからダメ。
It's dangerous. Everything we do in this game is dangerous. Just let me go.
まあこれまで気楽に異世界へ連れて行った俺たちが言えることでもないけど、人間界では逆に俺たちも好きにできないからね。いざという時、君のこと。
Well, I guess, but I just wanted to see what the situation was and if everything was alright. The one who had my back was.
それじゃこういうのはどうかな。君を連れてくのは反対だけどさ、代わりに俺とイルが様子を見に行くとか。
Oh? Really?
まあリンドウがどうこうって心配はそんなにしてないけどさ、君が気になるなら仕方ないかな。
私も同行するのですか？戦力的にはミシェルだけで十分かと思いますが。
人探しはイルに任せたいってこと。いいからリンドウごと島を吹っ飛ばせっていう。
Of course that would not be okay.
幸い新作のゲームも発売日前ですし、協力するのにやぶさかではありません。
Your priorities. Amazing, you.
発売日後だったら協力しなかったのか、てめえは。
となると、我とイグニスは留守番か。我も空を飛ぶことができればな。
その分俺たちが頑張ってくるよ。どうにも救出意欲の湧かないお姫様だけどね。
I actually don't know what it's called in English, but there's a type of bread. And in Germany we call it Knäckebrot. That's what I have to think of every time I read the Kneck. Misha puts his hand on my shoulder, reassuring me that it'd be okay. Feeling a gentle roll from his hand, I sigh in relief.
あ、琴音の実家が近いなら、ついでに親御さんへ挨拶とか。
No, why would you do that?
日頃からお世話になってます。的な。だとしたら駅前でいい感じの東京土産を買って。
Absolutely not. Forget the gift and the ingredients. Just go. Keep Mr. Reno your top priority, okay? I like when she gets serious. That's nice. You don't have that? Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be very hard to top Germans when it comes to bread. So, I'm not surprised. I really wanted my plan to work. After returning from Enchanté, mumbling to himself while petting his doll, Mikado glances in front of him. Oh, hi. What stood there was a single man wearing a hood, his presence obscured otherwise. He softly raises his hand at Mikado.
やあやあ、ジョッシュ君じゃないか。珍しく長期の有給を取っていたけど、有意義な休みは過ごせたかな。
皇帝だ。
そう、ならよかった。それにしても、どうしてここに？今回は僕、君に迎えを頼んでないよ。
Well, whoever that assistant is, he looks to be very trustworthy, and I'm not scared of him at all.
まただんまりか。相変わらず何を考えてるかわからないというか。まあ、君の立場からして、どうせ彼関連なんだろうけど、どうして君はやけに彼にこだわるのかな？いい加減関係を教えてくれない？
And can you tell me as well?
拒否する。私は相応の働きを持ってお前に対価を払っている。
I know this voice actor. I don't know who it is. But I know.
それ以上の情報を要求、あるいは強制するというのであれば。
This is the pain of playing games in Japanese all the time. You've heard all the voices 100 times and you still don't know who's who.
おっと、わかったよ。そんな怖い顔しないでおくれ。こっちも君にやめられたら困るし、事情に深く突っ込むつもりはないさ。
The man kept his hood unfastened after that. As he follows Mikado, who shrugged at him, in the darkness of that hood were eyes filled with cold fire gazing toward Enchanté. Ugh. Damn, okay. So what's the next scene? Right, okay, you be careful too, Mom. It's dangerous out there. Don't go out to the beach to take pictures or anything, okay? Okay, I'll call you again soon. Phew. It was 6 o'clock in the evening. I closed the cafe a bit early today. After going back to my room, I tried calling home. Sure enough, it seemed like the sky there was looking as strange as it did on the news. It wasn't as bad around the town itself, and the fog only rested above Amasaki Island. Coast Guard boats gathered around the island too, making for a pretty tense scene. With Misha and Eel going there, it should be okay now, right? I imagined they were still on their way. I looked at my phone, but I hadn't received any messages from them yet. I just hope nothing's wrong. After giving a small sigh, I put my phone in sleep mode, or at least I was about to. Excuse me? With noisy static and eerie sound rang through my ears. What? But this sound, I felt like I'd heard it before. That's right, it was when I went through the gate for the first time. Blah. Huh? Blah. It's... Oh god! What's happening? Why are her eyes like this? My phone slips from my hand and bounces after hitting the floor. Not caring about it at all, I walk forward in a daze. No, 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 no. White fog appeared, obscuring my mind. Stop it. I kept thinking about my body feeling weird. I kept trying to think of anything at all. Stop! This voice was creeping into my mind, scattering my thoughts. Eyes are so scary. I don't like eyes. I nod, beckoned by the voice. Yes, I need to open the gate. No, 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 no. This is a cafe after all. No, 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 no. If there's a guest who wants to come, then I have to open it. No, no, no. Fuck. The instant I turn over the plate, the gate bursts open from the other side. Oh shit, bro. The moment I came to, the winds from a world I didn't know encompassed me. Just like my first time in Meteor, I felt like I was floating, like gravity didn't exist. However, more clearly than that time, I felt a strange power that was pulling me. I was being swallowed in. Trust with fear, I didn't have time to think of anything. Drowning in the air of this alternate world, I desperately try and bat away this thing clinging onto me. And then, with the sensation of my body being flung, there was the sound of the gate closing. Oh, thank God.
おい、こら、ことね。さっきからバタバタうるせえんだよ。何やってんだ、てめえは。
何やら、ドアベルも鳴っていたようだが、今の。ことね。は？あいつ、どこ行った？
Oh no! I thought they maybe got... Fuck! I thought maybe they'd got me before we fall in. Oh fuck. I can hear someone calling me. I know I'm hearing it for the first time, but I felt I heard it somewhere before. What? It's kind and gentle, but there are traces of sorrow. God, don't become trapped in the dark. Guess we got sent to the Shadow Realm. Yes, a voice like someone I know very well. Monsieur. As if surprised by my murmuring, the voice suddenly stops. And then... what I heard instead was... a very jarring voice.
どうやらスパルトイではないみたいであります。
このものは見た目からしておそらく人間であります。
I guess we're getting on an island.
いや、まだ油断はならないであります。こう見えて起きたら口から火を吐くかもしれないであります。
Following the commotion of whispers, something cold pokes my cheek. The sensation shook me awake and I managed to open my eyes. Where I am, I slowly lift my body, and the grains of sand stuck to my cheek fall off. It was reflecting the hollow moonlight with the waves of the sandy shore, and...
よかった。目が覚めたでありますな。
Oh good, you're finally awake.
What was staring at me were these things that looked like small earthenware. Ha! Haniwa?
我らは埴輪ではないであります。
Oh, sorry? I apologized in reflex, but they were clearly Haniwa. They didn't seem to like that though, as they all began jumping around in protest at the sound of that. Now that I got used to the strange scene, I was certain these little things, they were also non-humans. Well, although that's important too. Where is this? Why am I near the ocean? As I began to speak. Now then. My face turned blue from that memory. Ugh. That's right, for some reason I opened up the gate on my own. In a panic I look around, but there wasn't anything around that looked like a gate. In my confusion, the Haniwa pulled at the sleeves of my clothes and answered me.
さきの質問。ここがどこかといここは島であります。ああ。人間たちは 天崎島と呼んでいるでありますよ。
Amazaki. What? In shock, I stand up. Once more, I carefully look around at my surroundings. Although the moonlight graced the shores, I could only see so much around me. Still, the distant mountains in the darkness, the lights of the boats of the shore. It somehow felt nostalgic. All those things were trying to appeal to my memories, urging me to believe a single fact. So this place is Amasaki Island, near my hometown? As I mumbled to myself in shock, the little Haniwa seemed to have agreed amongst themselves what to do next.
ひとまずこの人間に危険もないと分かった以上は森に向かうのが先決であります。
Huh? Why? Why would you go into the forest on purpose?
この通り、浜辺は見通しが利くので、むしろ危険なのであります。
That does make a lot of sense, actually. Dangerous.
スパルトイの奴らがうろついているのであります。見つかったら即殺されるのであります。
Spartoi. I recognize the word. In fact, I heard it just this evening. Amasaki Island, and now the Spartoi. What those two words put together meant was...
ささ、移動するであります。詳しい話は後ほど。今はただ、我らに続いてほしいのであります。
Absolutely. Okay. I definitely missed the point of stopping. Trusting both my instincts and their harmless creatures, I decided to follow them.
それにしても、我らの存在に驚かぬのでありますな。
Why would I? You're cute.
大抵はそこの説明もろもろに時間を食うのでありますが。
Oh well, it's kind of work related. I have a little bit of understanding, knowledge about non-humans.
おお、そういうことならば話は早いであります。我らはまさにその人の言う人外、空霊族と呼ばれている種であります。
Kurei type. Non-humans that live on Amasaki Island. Classified as type 1 non-humans, they look completely like Haniwas, Japanese clay dolls. For some reason they talk in a militaristic way. Yeah, I'm not... There's no way I would hear that. That's the name of the species Mikado mentioned. All of the bad feelings I had about the situation were now just proven true. Yeah. This place, without a doubt, was what Mikado was talking about. An area currently deemed a danger zone, that Amasaki Island. Yeah. Haha. How did I get here? I wish it was a dream, but considering what I've been through in the past, now that I grasp this terrible situation, I almost planted my face into my palms. Ah! Well, then I saw a figure in the woods. Could be one of the GPM members that came to the island. Right now I'd be grateful to find anyone who was a fellow human. The moment I took a step forward to call out to them, suddenly my hand was pulled back from behind me and my mouth was covered. Hey! Hi! How are you? Obeying the voice, I recognized I look again toward the spot I was just looking at. Under the faint moonlight, the figures began revealing themselves little by little. What was there was not a person like I'd originally thought. Oh! Those are very long finger bones. Those hollowed eye sockets which I could see even from here sent chills down my body. It was a skeleton. There was no other way to describe it. But there was no way a skeleton be walking around by itself. It completely lost all its human flesh, making gnashing sounds as it walked. It seemed like it was looking for something. It leaves, wandering off to prowl elsewhere.
突然悪かったね。それじゃ手を離すから、まだできるだけ静かにね。やれやれ。それで、君は地元の子かい？なんだってこんな時期にこの島に。
You know me. I knew it. It's you, Mr. Rindo. Oh, he didn't recognize us, huh?
琴音ちゃん？本物だよね。どうして君がここ？
That's what I would like to know.
リンド、この方は浜辺で一人倒れていたのでありますよ。
現状この天崎島はスパルトイだらけ。あのままでは危険と判断し、林道の元へ連れてきたのであります。
いや、それはナイス判断だと思うけど、待って、ちょっと待って。まさか君、一人でここに？ミシェルたちは？
Well, two of them are on the way here, but... Well, you see, I have to say I don't really know what happened myself. However, there wasn't time to sit idly and explain what I wasn't exactly sure of. A presence was rustling through the grass. Startled, I turned around to find... Several of the skeletons from earlier were treading this way, closing in on us. Aha! Aha!
まったく、少しは休憩させてほしいね。
Mr. Rindo readied his gun.
リンド、そこから退避を。
Ooh! A godly pillar of light descended on us. Hang on. I grabbed the kure that were about to be blown away from the blast of air. After the air shook through the trees, what was left was bones that turned to dust from the light, the remains of the spa toy. A new type of non-human had appeared on Amazaki Island. It looks like a husk of bones. It has been classified as a type 3, but it seems somewhat strange even as a non-human. Hell yeah.
おじさん救出戦隊魔王&天使到着。
Following the voices, Mr. Rindo on the ground protecting me wiped the sand off him and stood up.
助けてくれてどうもありがとう。ただできればもう少し優しくしてほしかったよ。ミシェルにいる。
安全面は十分考慮していましたよ。林道が反応できず巻き込まれる可能性は。
結構無視できない確率じゃないか
な。そこはほら、俺たちの信頼っていうかさ、林道。
それは熱い信頼で涙が出るよ。なんで彼女までここにいるんだい。助けに来てくれたのはありがたいけど、そこは君たちがちゃんと止めるべきで。
As he spoke, he reveals me called up in a little ball to Misha and Eel, but... Of course, just like with Mr. Rindo, they were frozen at the sight of me.
なんで彼女がここに？
あれ、君たちが連れてきたんじゃ。
No.
僕はてっきり君たちと一緒に来た後にはぐれたと思ってたんだけど。
No, some weird voice in my head brought me here.
いやいや、違うって。仮に連れてきたとしてもはぐれるような真似はしないよ。
Oh.
私もミシェルと同意見です。
Scratching his head, understanding the situation, Mr. Rindo looks at me, wanting to say something. Even if you look at me like that, it's not like I could explain what's going on myself.
一旦ここを移動しよう。ベースキャンプとまでは言わないけど、少しはまともな場所を確保してある。現状の把握や彼女の状況は全部そこで話し合おうか。
Okay. Everyone nods at Mr. Reno's suggestion and we all start walking. But with just 2-3 steps, our movement comes to a halt. The reason being... Huh? What? The ground suddenly started shaking and we couldn't take a step further.
これは地震。いえ、違いますね。
へえ。揺れてるのはこの空間一体そのものか。
Misha seemed to be in awe, as if to support his observation.
一つ説明の手間が省けたね。みんな上を見てくれるかな。
What? Mr. Rindo pointed to the sky, the tainted sky covering Amazaki Island. It tore apart. I had no other way to describe it. A myriad of lightning-shaped cracks spread across the sky instantly. What is that? If this was another alternate world like Meteor or Bestia, I would have accepted what was happening here as another strange phenomenon of one of those fantastical places. But this is where I lived. It wasn't another world, but my simple, mundane, normal, regular human world. But I was about to ask why this was here. Mr. Rindo answers my question. This is what fish see when they're tanks.
GPM はそう認定した。
あれがホール。希 母感で言えばこの島一つすら飲み込めそうな巨大さですが。
疑いたくなるのもわかるけどね。けど実際、あれはこことは別の異世界に間違いなくつながってるんだ。
That's not good.
ほら、来るよ。
Mr. Reno points at some of the cracks. One by one, objects rain down from it. They were the white and eerie spa toy. There must have been 20 of them. They continued to fall across the island. When that finished, the shaking of the space around us that Misha was talking about slowly crawled to a stop. Yeah, someone's dropping these weird things on here. The cracks in the sky closed too. This is not normal.
それじゃあ小休止かな。
Okay. Okay, no. Yeah, let's take a short break. That's a good idea. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take a break. Yeah. Oh my god. Because I keep missing out on like places in the story where you could take a good break. So whew. What the hell is going on? I guess the story is finally getting serious. Like the whatever thing is trying to come for our lives, or maybe for all of humanity. Whew. This is the last chapter of the main route, by the way, according to this guide. Because after this, we're going to be in Canis' route. I thought this was a game about a cafe. Yeah. To some extent, it sure is. I'm guessing we are. We will see. Oh man, you know, on one hand I would love to continue, but I have work tomorrow, so I need to go to bed. But Wednesday is when I plan my next stream. Maybe I'll actually play it outside of the stream times I have on my schedule, like outside of the days I have so far, like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Depends on work. But oh my god. Yeah, I definitely need sleep. I've gone longer than I planned. But like chapter 7 was so short, so maybe chapter 8 is also a little shorter, but whew. Yeah, I want to stick to the schedule at least, so everyone can get like ready and prepare for these streams, because I know how hard it is to catch streams. Oops, sometimes. But maybe for this game I'm gonna do some more, like just when I find the time, because obviously this game seems to be extremely long, and I don't want to drag it out for like several months. Hydrate time. Okay, that's a nice idea. Very good idea. Let's go for hydrate time. Hydrate time. Yeah. Okay. I think once we're through the main story and like the first route, it's going to go faster as well. Because obviously next time we can mostly skip through the main route, except for like a few new scenes, and then do the next route. So it's only like the very first time around it's going to take the longest. We'll see about that. We will see each other next on Wednesday. I'm gonna post my schedule after this stream. And then I can show. I have a new ending screen to show you. Hold on. Hold on. Diddle-diddle-diddle. Diddle. I just got this one. Well, I was allowed to like put some more on it, some art I have and stuff, but I just got this back together with the logo. So ending song is still going to be the same. Ending song is still the same. Hell yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed your stay. We will see each other again on Wednesday. I keep repeating myself. I hope you have a nice evening and a nice time. The ending song I have from a website called DOVA-SYNDROME. DOVA-SYNDROME? I have it in my credits. I don't have the exact song in my credit section, but I can look for it and send it to you if you want. I'm glad you're always having fun. See you next time. And a good night. Bye bye.